Okay, what do we do? So these are not our priority right now. This is very, very concerning. It's not that important. Okay, so we should start with these. But with what should we begin? This one sounds a little more complicated. We will have to see how to fix this one. I might add some kind of offset for the orb links. Or the visual actor. This one we have to mesh. We just need to have the same UV density. Although I'm not sure how to do this for the world map. There I need to scale it, I think. Oh, that will be interesting. Okay, then let's start with the bug fix first. So we have the abstract interaction here. And right now, when you touch the collider, it has multiple colliders here with the childs. It sends signal to the character to set its interaction actor. This one. It is not set anywhere else. I would guess we would need to make an array out of this and always get the first element of it if it's not empty. Which means we need a map, because the switch of the interaction decides where to go. This one. So we would need to have a map or something mappable to. Probably not a map. Could be an array of a struct which contains these two. And then what would be the priority to handle these? And what would happen if we already have it in? I think okay, so the priority needs to be the last element. Last comes first served. And then anything that is already in and gets triggered again gets moved into the last position. So with that we should be able to do this. So first we need a struct for these two data types. Now, where do we put this? Do I put it here for the player? I guess. Even though it is an interaction, we are using it here. We won't use it anywhere else, I would assume. So a struct, we will call this interaction queue. Is it a queue? Let's call it array. Interaction array struct. And the elements would be, I don't know how the interactions are called. Types. Abstract interaction is what we need, and the enum. Okay. So this is interaction types enum and abstract interaction. This one. Interaction type. And then interaction actor. Interaction actor. Interaction, abstract interaction. Here. Okay, so we have our enum. Now you have to refactor everything these guys use. I hope this is only contained inside here. What happened to my music? That was scary. Was it the search function? And this one? Yeah, we have something outside. For the cliff jump. That's fine. We have to refactor that one too. So let's keep them together. But we have to now make an interaction array. And this thing has interaction array struct as an element. Now, how do we know which interaction is in there? So I just look into the actors and compare them if I need to, I guess. Okay, so this one checks if there is any interaction. So if we press space and there is no interaction set, this goes into nothing. Interaction method, what's that? Interaction actor. So this thing has a method list. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. Alright then, let's start with the refactor. We always need to take the last one. Let's last get and split this. Put this there in there. I do it like this. That's a lot of them. Yeah. Oops. I want to clean up afterwards. Okay, that one is taken care of. I'll look into this. That should do that. Set to none. What? What is this? Why does this set to none? What is this interaction? Item pickup. I mean, I guess because it's gone. But anyway, we would never be able to go inside anymore since the interaction actor is gone, so this part will never go through, which means this if part will never get triggered. I mean, the interaction will never get triggered because if we have another interaction, this will get overridden, so we don't need it here. But I mean, it's safer that way, I guess. Could say delete or remove index, and then the last active one would be looking at anyway. That instead. Same thing goes here. And this one is set anyway. Okay, so this should make it so that our interactions are now in a queue. And we should be able to interact with everything still. And see. Now need to show the collisions. Why can't I see them? Can we save? There they are. They hidden by in game? Could be. Attention to. Ah. Okay, so touch. And then we go to the right. Nope, still can't trigger. What happened? We are leaving. I'm not deleting? I probably am not deleting. I don't remember that I added that code. Let's see. Yeah, we say set interaction to none. Instead, we should remove interaction. Let's make a function for that. Everywhere where we use none, we have to change it now. This one needs to clear it completely, right? This is wrong. Or is it? Ooh, okay, this is not good. It's not good. Eh. Be best if I could search for this, but to remove the one that we actually have it here. Get this. I have an ID, but I'm not sure if it's unique. Since we can have things from different levels, apparently. I mean, how can you have an interaction from another level? The interaction ends if you leave the collision, but who knows? I could make a map. The interactions are in there uniquely anyway. I could use the interaction actor as the pointer or the index, the key. And then search for them. This will cause some problems. Like this. Which means we don't need this struct anymore. But whatever. Doop doop doop. Why do we have the storage controller here? Is this just a check if the storage data is there? Why would that ever fail? That was a huge refactor. I wonder if it broke something. That's not true. Makes no sense. Could remove it regardless now, right? Which means we will never use that remove active one, right? Probably. You have to check and review that code. It'd be always like this. I mean, we could still use it, I guess. This is not needed because you cannot get to the code without an interaction. We can just remove this. Thing here. Means this can be deleted. Okay. I forget anything. They are doing the same thing that I wanted to avoid here. I guess it's whatever. Doesn't matter. I believe these are now empty. Now that one is gone. That one is also gone. Okay. Guess we have to test this. I didn't forget anything. I forgot to turn off the sliders. We can't test the bug fix though. That's not correct. Removed the wrong one. Excuse me? Oh no, it didn't, did it? It did. It did remove the wrong one. So, active one is this. I leave that one. And yeah, okay. What's happening here? We are leaving it. And say remove it. Does it remove any? Shouldn't be able to find it again after that remove. You know, now I'm curious. false. So why does it go there then? Oh. Where is set interaction? Commands, isn't it? The last command. I need to put them into the array too. Okay. I see. Be right back. What? You can't not rate me while I want to go to film. Be right back. Hello. What timing? Hello, hello. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm not gone. I'm still here. Hello. Hello, raiders. How are you guys? How was your stream? I am Monkey. I'm developing a little game or big game in Unreal alone. Thank you. But I'm not from Monkey Ball. I'm my own character. So hello, hello. What were you guys doing? Also dev stream. Hiring day. Got my Steam page submit. Oh, that's great. What is your game about? I can show you my game. Although I'm in the middle of fixing a bug, let me fix that and then I can show you. I need to refactor this part real quick and then it should be done. I need to add this into the struct. Let's see if I can fix it fast. What was it again? We need interaction command and payload. Command and payload. Let's see. That goes in here. This goes in here. Goes in here. We don't need these anymore. In the middle of fixing bugs. The name of the yeah, that's true. Especially when you add fix something else and introduce. Yeah, the problem is I needed to refactor something which is a little bigger, and I'm finished. But now I figured out I also need these in the struct. The players fix the bugs for us. That's called beta testing. I mean, yeah, your viewer already said it, which is true. I refresh this. All right. So these are now broken. I need to fix all of these. There are only 4 things from this side. I can also put these in here. Where were we? Here. Hello, hello. I mean, you could also fix them. Just ask for a payment for that, I guess. And everything's fine. So this one is fixed. I will show you when I fix these. I need to go through these and then I can show you. It's really not that much. One could actually make it this. These don't matter. Oh, wait, I still need that one. And then command here. And ooh, where was it? Here. This one is not needed. Let's search for this one. So these are the last, and then we should be able to play the game. If it's not breaking, that is. Let's take that payload here. And then same thing here. Interaction payload, where are we? No, that's not what we want. Parse payload for level values. Ooh, this could be a problem. How does this get triggered? Wait, this is a little more complicated. We'll get to that. Oh, that's the last one. So if I fix this one, we are good. This seems to be a rabbit hole. Wait, this function is never getting called. We might be fine. Am I filling these somewhere else then? But I'm not, and I'm sure I'm actually using these. Why can't I find this? I need to compile first. Oh no. What if I search for the name? Parse payload. There we go. Ring. Oh well. I think my level loading is broken, but if we are lucky it's still working. Let's see. So let me quickly test if the level loading works, and then I can show you. This works. And this needs to work. If this works, then we are good. Okay, it seems to work. Okay, so now I can show you the game. Basically, this is a turn-based monster collecting RPG. You are in this world. This is a starting area I just finished, which is all dummy and testing and whatever, so nothing here is finished. But you are in this crater where there's this crystal here, and there's like these buildings around. You have a shop and whatever. I can show you at some other point. But the idea is, in this temple is some kind of teleporter that brings you up here on these islands. And on these islands, you can fight other monsters. Let's go there real quick. In my game, there is like this gravity mechanic where the islands have two sides. This crystal has also two sides, which is the light side and the dark side. And there are corresponding colors, which are elements. And if you look here, you see something menacing up there, but whatever. So, we are on this crater, and we want to travel these islands. Since I loaded a level, I can travel them all. But this is the first tutorial section I'm trying to finish up, which will take a while, but one step at a time, I guess. So let's go into an island. And there you can see these floating little things, these swarms. And these balls are called orblings. They transform into these little monsters here. If you touch one, you start a battle. And you have a formation on your side, and they have a formation themselves too. We have elements, which are fire, water, earth. We have also the dark side, which is crystal, lightning, and air. And depending on what side you are, you do different things. Like fire is offensive magic. This guy would normally damage us, but we are very overpowered. But if I go to crystal, that would be the normal thing to do here, which is defensive against magic attacks. And our little slimy here makes a little shield in front of us. And this guy tries a fire magic and get past it, so now I can safely turn to fire and attack myself. And the idea is all the attacks have like some animation and so on, but I didn't do them. There's only this one in right now. And then of course you get experience points, level up, and so on. And when you level up your monsters, you also collect some special other orblings, which you can fuse into each other. Well, kinda. And then get their attack on your little guy, so you can make a different combination of attacks. Your orblings here, they can have multiple attacks for each corresponding element. For instance, this Tomati could learn something for fire, something for earth, something for water, and depending on what place I put them and change the formation to that side, he would use that attack. But yeah, normally you would now traverse these islands. This is like the first one you meet. You can jump down these edges to come to the other side to find other paths and so on. There's another monster here, another Orpling swarm, which we can just pass. That's air Orpling, which has harassment attacks, like sleeping or poison and so on. And then you can go into these caves, find some items or some enemies to fight, to collect new Orplings and so on. But the main goal is to find the key, which is in the other cave. Here. And this is the exit. Now, since I loaded a game, I already have the key. But basically you fight the Orplings, collect some energy, and then you can exchange it into this little flower here to get a key. And depending on how much energy you put in there, this exit could be open permanently or just once, or you can even skip levels and so on. And that's basically it. You go into these islands, you fight these monsters, you level. Hopefully you don't die. You go back. We can go back there actually right now, and then I can show you the stuff that is here. And then you can manage your ARPlings. Like, this is the shrine. It looks like crap, but yeah, I'm not a modeler. So basically you go here, and then you would have like some NPC here you talk to, and then you can go to this managing place. You can like store your ARPlings or just place them back in there. And then there's this merge mechanic where if you find the trial ARPlings, like I said, you can give this fire ARPling maybe a physical attack, or I don't know, maybe this guy is now a healer, and so on. And it can be a healer and an offensive magic user, or you can also, can I switch to the other side? This guy is in the middle, so if you are on the fire side, he does a fire magic, but if you're on the lightning side, he can punch the guy in the face or something. So the idea is to make the perfect combination that the ARPlings synergize, and then yeah, that's the goal. Just have fun with, experiment with many ARPlings and many skills. And these guys can also evolve. I have only one evolution right now, and it looks like crap. But basically, if they level up, they can get into stronger forms. If you merge them, they start from 0 again, but they have some stats from their previous life, and so on. I have a little tavern here where you could get some quests, but sadly I don't have that functionality yet. Here you can see a little trick I'm using. This section you cannot walk in, but you can also not see it from this side. So I have a little shader that shades these 3D objects only through these doors, which I use a lot in indoor areas. Then there's a library, like there's also no functionality here right now. Hello, Patat! There you would have like, how to say, encyclopedia, how do you say that word? Like information about the things you collected or found, like the ARPlings. Maybe there are some quests to collect some ARPlings and so on, and how to say, finish your collection. There's an arena here where you will have arena fights here and a progression test here. You start with only 3 slots or 2 slots in this thing, but if you pass a progression test, you get another slot and another shield. Yes, that thing. So maybe it will also be like you can just stay here and watch some fights, but I'm not sure. All these things are like, I'm not sure. Look at this. This looks like crap. This is not good. And then there's a little shop here, which right now has 4 things: item shop, ARPling shop, lost and found items. If you die on that island, you lose all your inventory, but you can find them here and buy them back. And a storage. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that I can model, because this is really not that good. Now there are other things too, which you don't pick up right away, but I have a little time system. You can see the sun that moves along, and it goes into spiral, and I have a calendar system where this is not correct. Interestingly, I have to fix that. This is the background water that shouldn't be here. But usually at some specific points in time, there's a ship coming here, and if you're on these islands, you would see that ship at specific days, and then some cool things could happen. But what did happen here? I need to fix this, the middle point of the crater, I guess, for the background. But yeah, basically that. I should write that down. But hello, Patat. Yes, new monkey. Hello, hello. Look what I can do. Okay, where was I? I think I asked, but I asked again because I'm not sure if I picked up if you answered, but what is your game about? So apparently I'm really not using this anymore, which is very, very strange. Are we using this? Not even this. I guess I really got rid of this. Let's deprecate this just to be sure. And then write is this old? So maybe I'm still using it and the search function just doesn't show me, but maybe we don't use this and then I can delete this at some point. Top-down zombie shooter with roguelike upgrades. No lore or nothing. Wait, there's a bot I need to kick. This guy. Okay. Just F up ship. My brain. F, S, up, and survive. Okay, there we go. I see. Let me follow you. Maybe I can check it out at some point. All right. So we should fix this today too if we can. I think we fixed this now. No, we didn't fix. Oh. That bug is still there actually. What am I saying? Or is it? I did change so many things now. I'm really not sure. So the issue is if there are two interaction hitboxes and I now hit both of them. They're both in the interaction array in the list. This one is the active one right now. If I move away, it gets removed from the array, then there is only this one. But the bug was when I interact with this one, I end up here. And the idea was, yeah, the command and payload strings were still for the single one. Now I made the array. So if I press this, we should be able to jump through here. Okay, the bug is really gone, which is good. So I can now revert the things. This one. This one can be deleted. This box needs to be hidden again. Where is it? Visible, hidden in game. This can go, this can go. This is not needed probably. And then we need to go to the level. See. Oh, by the way, how did you find my channel? What made you raid here? Because it's really rare to get raided. I always I'm curious how I got spotted. Someone recommend? Background? No. Dummy. Start area. Temple. Ah, I see. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. This monkey model you see is just 2 days old, by the way. I had an older one. So this little guy, pretty new. Second stream with it. Visible, hidden in game. It also functions as like the studio mascot. I will always have it as the, you know, on the splash screen where developers and publishers are mentioned. So the monkey will be also there. Oh, you can start just yourself. You're a developer after all. Just play around with the program. I think Live 2D is free for 1 or 2 weeks. So if you have the time, you can make your own avatar for a short while, and if the avatar is something you want to go with, then maybe you can hire someone to make a better one. Unless you learn Deep Tool, of course, and make something better. I remember when I made my other monkey, the rigging was so bad. Oh yeah, oh, okay, that's sad. Maybe 3D. 3D is always easier, I feel like, than the 2D one. I made a VR chat avatar once. I plan to make another one this winter when I have vacation. Maybe I will stream that too. Avatar can be 3D after all. Alright. When did you start with game development? Yes, but and maybe I will do it like this avatar here. With big forehead or something, with big eyes. We will see. I wonder if my skills are now better to make a better avatar, but we will see. I still want it to be low poly pixelated, but maybe it won't work. We will see. Ah. Did you make any other games before? Did you publish any other games? Because I have no idea about releasing any games. Web dev full time and got bored of it. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, me too, but I hope I can cook something. We'll see. Overcomplicated. Why is it overcomplicated? I didn't fully release it. Give up once it got the Steam page prepped. Oh, come on! You're like at the last stage and you just stopped? Come on! Just release! I mean, you could also just release an itch.io, no? Okay, so this is done. Unify crystals. So this is so scary for me. You have to look into many things here. Mesh art area. This one. Had too many problems. Oh, no true direction. Everything was hard to improve. It would be just shitty to players. But I mean, I don't know the problems, but if it's just balancing, then that's just a numbers game, no? I guess. I never made something like a tower, or did I? I think in university I did a little tower defense game, but that was like a very little game and wasn't finished. Never end playtest. Oh well. I hope your next game will be released. Okay. This can be closed. Crystal here. Crystal 2, Crystal 1, why is that on? What is this? I guess this is the one I'm using now. I hope so. I wonder when I will release, because this feels like I need 3 times of what I spent to finish this up alone. And if I even do it alone, everything will look like crap. It's so bad. I wish I could do some better art. It takes so much time to model for me. I'm really not skilled in that. And learning things takes so much time. Ugh. We have one crystal here. I think this one has the same UV. No, it doesn't, does it? Oh no, the UV is different. I look at this doesn't even have UV, so this is probably not being used. Crystal. This is the inside crystal. And we are using this one, which is upside down. So we could... So they are matching. So this should be fine. The biggest problem is like time. I have only around 2 hours a day. Sometimes I crunch more. But yeah, it's like I spent 2 years, but if it's just 2 hours, it's like a quarter of a full development year. Or half? Half. Monkey is not braining today. So this is fine, but where is the crystal for another project? This one, I think. That's not good. It's not good. They're in different projects. That's not good. There's the crystal here anyway. Cave bridge. Base. Vision. Cave. Where crystal? I was like I should have done that too maybe, but I was like this game is heavily inspired by a very old PlayStation 2 game. It's very dear to me, and since I never saw anything like it before, I was like, okay, if no one else does it, I will do it. And here we are after years, still not even close to finishing. Which game? Let me write. It is Jade Cocoon. Jade Cocoon 2 in English. And in Japanese, what was the name? Hamamayu Monogatari, I think. I love that game so much. Where's the crystal? The game, how to explain? Now, the first game is a little different, but the second one is like years after it. And the idea is that there is this forest, and there is like this god called Elrim, and everything is in a balance between light and dark. And there's an imbalance in there, and the beast hunters, which is you and others in that temple, are instructed to go and find the cause of this imbalance, which are the Kalma monsters that are there and doing havoc. And you, the protagonist, touch this little cocoon and get cursed, and you have like this tail. And now your goal is to find a way to lift the curse again. And the fairy that you meet there is a very, very cheeky and boss girl fairy. So it is very funny. I recommend if you guys never played it. I hope I can also make a cheeky side character. So let's find crystal. It's not here? Where is it then? Excuse me? Okay, hold on. No. We are not guessing here. Where is that crystal? Where do I find this? Was it in 3D? 3D. World tiles, assets. Cave inside, flower. Caves. No detail, pizza. Walls, no. Ooh. Where is that thing? Is it here anyway? Okay, okay, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 we just go into here and then we find... This is fine. This guy? The background? I don't care about the background. Is this the normal map? Yes. So this guy... Here. Assets. Okay, and this is in the Workspace Projects Weltenbaum 3D. World tiles, assets. Huh? In here. Island core. I called it island core. Not crystal. An island core. This one. Here. Here it is. My god. So, yeah. Problem is, this thing has very, very, very unique UVs. We have to change that. How do we change that? Should I eyeball it? Or should I use the other crystal? Should I have two different crystals? Like this one is a big one, and the islands have maybe different sizes too. Also, don't mind the flickering here. It's just because the background is overlapping. I have a little tool that can get rid of it. So now we can see the level clearly. But yeah, I think to do something about this. I should keep it. I should keep it. So we have this end here. Maybe I should open the same texture to have a relative size. Let's see. Background, buildings, props. Buildings. Temple? No. Tavern. Where's the... Where did I put it? Oh, it's the tavern. Never mind. Here, oven. There we go. And then cut this size. So Mark seam. And then UV unwrap this. Looks fine-ish. Now the sizes go right here, I think. It doesn't need to be perfect. But let's resize it about here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it goes to that pixel. So a little bigger maybe, but that's about it. The UV is now in there. What do we do now? We export this. Now I have to find the place again. Assets, island course, this guy, Unreal, export. Okay. And we can minimize these. 3D. World tiles, assets, island course. Import. It actually found it. So a little change, but yeah. So as you can see, my artistic skills for materials is pretty bad. This is the limit of my skills. Like this was pretty hard for me to do, but it looks very bad. It needs like some kind of indication or some shading that you can see the form of the crystal, but well, whatever. So that is that. We also have another similar issue with the islands. Now that has another project, I believe. I'm not sure where that is. Let's find maps, backgrounds in here. Now where are they? Oh, there. Okay, I would like to move to this thing. Can I do it a little bit reflective? The thing is, I'm not using ray tracing right now. So I would need to capture the scene, and I would like to avoid that. But I guess reflection is considered to be more crystally. So maybe I can find a way to add lumen back in, but I really dislike the ghosting effects that TTA has. Maybe make the rainbow blur more so that it spreads, I guess, a little more. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I finished that shader like last Sunday, or was it on Thursday? I think on Thursday I finished it. So it is pretty new. I spent like a whole day and a half to make it. Like I spent 4 hours in a stream and another 2 hours to make it, so 6 hours, and it's still looking rather bad. So I was like, yeah, let's not waste more time into it. But I am aware this is not good enough. Let's see. It's the first island. And these crystals need a similar UV thing. Let's see. Where is this from? Workspace Project Weltenbaum 3D Low Detail Islands. There a project? There is a project. Oh boy. Please don't die, thank you. Okay, that's unfortunate. Put this in that thing, so I need to do it for everything. Speaking of, they are not centered. Also a little stupid. And these are not connected, which is even worse. Which means if I UV export this, UV unwrap, this will do now something that is not good. Oh man. This is poop. I don't want to do this. I guess I could unwrap them all together and then just layer them on top of each other to have them finished in one go. I guess. Okay, so this is arc seam. Let's see. Oh, we're not finished here yet. This isn't even centered, is it? Where is the center? I don't care anymore, man. I really don't. Oh god, please. Make it end. So this is the lower part. Yeah, this is not this is not scale correct anymore. Bummer. Maybe we have another crystal which is like in one piece. Yeah, this one. One is actually. Kinda. Oh, how do I select everything though? Ah! Not connected. Perfect. Let's do this. Okay, first, clear sharps. I don't even know for what you use sharps. Is it just the rendering for the method? Like there's this sharp rendering thing. What was it called again? It's in the object and then right click. Probably for that, right? See? Like this here. Shade smooth, shade flat. Is it for that, I wonder? Then again, what's the difference between a normal edge and a sharp edge? Okay, then we unwrap this. Now this is better. So now we could just put the other one on top of this, and it should work. But whatever I'm doing here is not perfect anyway, because the scale of the big crystal is different than whatever I have here anyway. Ah. You think? I wonder. You believe? I believe in Half-Life, man. I can't wait. Where is the announcement? I hope. I cope. No Half-Life. Okay. Perfect. Here seam. Here sharp. Let's make it here. So what you guys see here is I have like the levels made out of little tiles, which are made out of pizzas, like these little corners, which make a hexagon. And I exported them and imported in Blender to make a simplified version for the backgrounds and for the world map. Right now we are seeing the simplified version where everything is rather flat. See? Wrap. Now this one. It's on the same position. Just the height is a little different. Man, this is so boring. Click, 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 click. And all because my workflow is bad. If I knew that I needed to do this anyway, then I could have used like, I don't know. Could I? No, actually, never mind. So bad. Okay. And the last one. There's your crystal here. Okay. Let's see. Well, what do we do? Okay, so alright, now all these crystals can be on top of each other. So we take one, take one, the wrong tool, this one. Take it down around here, a little smaller. Okay, and then take this one too. Well, I should know how to say me. Okay. Now try to match it. So now I can just re-export this and then re-import. We should be fine with the UVs. Although this is the big one, how does it look in the background? See, not background, the world map. We use these actually there too? I don't remember. When did I do this? That's been ages. World map. Here. This one. What are you using, my friends? Yes, the same one. So I just need to re-import these. And then for the world map, I also need to look for the part where the shader is set, because this thing has like a function to hide islands you didn't visit before. Let's see. You have to export into what? What do we call these? LDI 11. Maybe I should tell them that too. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, export. Interestingly, it knows where to export it. This is 1 here. Export. And 4. And 5. Yeah. Save this one and close it. Reimport. 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 Import and import. They seem to be fine. The size is of course a problem. They are scaled down and the reflection is not scaled, but I really don't care. But the problem is I don't see a black part. That is a problem. Is it because the position? Where's the... Why don't I see a dark side of this? How does my shader work? It's the wrong shader! Is it this one? Oh God. Oh no. I need to find a way to scale this. Ugh, this is so annoying. Okay, hold on. I have to be right back real quick. Just a sec. Okay, I'm back. So, our shader. How do we change the middle points? This object pivot point. That's the middle point. Add. Why do we add it? Split to Z. Ah, of course. So the pivot point and then the randomized part. 250. Is this maybe making it big? So if I multiply this by... actually, let's do it like this. So this is the scale. 0.05. How does this look like? Better, but the problem is the middle point is not the middle point of the crystal, so I would need a offset too. So first we need a scale. Meter noise scale. And this one is like 1 per default. And then an offset for the pivot. Plus pivot offset, which is 0 per default. Apply. Now, how do we do this just for this little guy? Could make a material instance, set it, but we also need to put this into the background controller, I believe. The world map controller. Where is it actually? Here. This guy. This guy knows a little about the shaders. So where is that? Path map, island map. How do we do this? Shader stuff. Is this here? Ugh. Why is everything so complicated? Just paths. Initialize world 3. Get storage. Initialize world 3 map. Current islands. So it is in the islands. Set material. Reveal. This is whatever happens here. What is your material? Surface material, crystal material. How does that get set? Initialize here. World map islands. Shader. We create one. Oh no! Okay, 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 okay. Oh my god. Eat it. Guy. Child. Background. No. Hmm. What did I call these? Level of detail islands. Material instance. What that? And then here, you don't need a texture. You need a noise scale. 0.05 for the backgrounds. What is the parameter 2? Excuse me? What? What is this? You don't get it. What did I do here? Wait, this is the... Is this the rainbow color reflection vector? It is. Why 33? This doesn't need to be a parameter. Convert to constant. There we go. I don't care. So we can apply this. And this guy has only the noise and pivot point. And now we can use that in our islands to set them perfectly up. So I could either make a child for each of them, or just use one and then see. Yeah. We should only use one and then set the things correct. Scale, it should be 0.05. And then this one, the pivot points I don't know. I still have that. Did I close it? Really? Ugh. See. Island 1. Right here. Position. Where is your middle point, my friend? That seems a bit odd. But no matter, we should use that anyway. So we have this. I need that. Same thing here. Okay. Now this is more like it. Up. And up. That's okay, so we have the values now. So we can, my god, we can save whatever. So now the first one is this. I guess we could scale this by 0.5 and then hope for the best. But that's even worse. What if I say plus? That doesn't help us that much. I guess we have to eyeball it. On that note, maybe let's make this like, I don't know. Just 0, 1, I don't know. Apply. We have like a very, very sharp edge. Then we can play around here. Kinda in the middle, so it is maybe 25, I don't know. Could be. Would make sense. Seems to be okay to me. So that's that. Add it here too. So the first one is 25. Need to keep that in mind. Second one is kind of below 0. If we use this and then multiply by 0.05, yeah, this works now. Could be perfectly aligned. We take that, Same thing with this one. Is for this guy. No, that didn't work. At 0? Yes, okay. Okay. Could it be? Yeah, this works. And the last one. Can't tell. That's bad. I guess I could find the middle point by doing this. So minus 15. And 15, so it is 0. Okay. So we got these figured out. Let's reverse this. Now we have to think a little bit. Because my code needs to do that now. Which means this is now this shader. World Map Island shader. We're not using these things anymore. Instead, the scale, noise scale, where do I get this? Is this set at the islands itself? Yes. Okay. I could use new values here. We don't need the crystal emissive anymore. This is now the crystal noise scale. Crystal texture we don't need anymore. This will be now a float too. And then we get pivot point. Here. Crystal. Pivot point. Or pivot offset. Make this here. Material. Okay, but that also means my darkness thing doesn't work anymore. Do I care? Should I care? Maybe I want to see the crystal to be white and dark. Maybe. Anyway, this should actually... What's the matter? Can't parse default value. None for crystal. What do you mean? Okay. That's handled. Now we have to go into these. Set the values. Okay, and then crystal pivot. Island 1 is, I believe, 0. Is 7.95. Three is 0. 4 is minus 7.95, and last one is 25. Okay. Now this should work. For now. Let's see if you're lucky. Oh my god, man. So, this is correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. And this is correct. Okay. So that works. What does not work is if I go to new game and the crystals are actually not visible. The islands, I mean. So yeah, now the crystals are visible, but the area is dark. So, what would you guys prefer if you had this game? Let's say you start the game and go to a world map. And then you have one map you already can go to, which is like visible. And all the other maps you didn't unlock yet are dark. But you see the crystal being white and dark. Would you prefer it to be completely dark? Or is this white and dark one stylistically okay? Or would you make the whole islands white and dark? How would I prefer it? I'm really not sure. I feel like this is fine. Although it looks wrong because the shader itself is a little broken, but I think I would keep this. Let's say this is fine. I still need to do it for the backgrounds. That's a different issue. Because they don't get anything, so maybe I make child shaders for them. Here, these are right now wrong. Oh wait, not only that. No, that's only the thing. I'm in the wrong map. Here. Please go in there. So yeah, these are all wrong now. Shader. Here's wrong. Why do we have LD on CMY in there? MI in there. Okay, what do I do? Materials world. Since I can make an instance of an instance, I guess, or we could also just take the master, of course, doesn't matter. LDI. One crystal, and then I duplicate this 5 times. And put it in the levels. Four and 5. Content browser maps. Dummy island 1. Just put it here. Move. Wait, no, can't. Move it back. Needs to be in the background because they're using it in the background here. I guess. Ooh, this is stupid. Rather stupid. Well, whatever. And 25, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are they? Yeah, I can't see on this one. Oh, okay. Oh, the scale needs to be 1. And the size is not correct. Okay, let's... that. 0.001. 100. No. Can't be the middle. Okay, 7.95 multiplied by divided by 0.05. Huh. Look at that. I guess that was even not correct, but whatever. 1 1 divided 5 1. I divide this by 0.05. Will be wrong. Oh no, this will be correct. Okay. Fine. And also, okay. So the crystals are now done. Finally. Save all. Do we have anything to apply here? Ooh, that was kinda messy. Yes. Like to go to the main and see how it looks. So this crystal is fine. Be fine too. Looks correct. Go to the middle one and then look up and down. This one is fine, I guess. We will see in a second. Correct. Can't see too far away. Let's jump to the other side. This one looks correct. And that one. Let me actually pilot the camera. Sure. Correct. Correct. Yep. And all right, we got it. Messy, but it's done. So Unify is done. Need to add interaction array. Yeah, this is also done. Background water is in crater. Ah, in the start area though. Because it is not an issue if we are here because we actually never see that far up. But excuse me? Where is it? Huh? How did I... Didn't we have that water thing when I showed you guys? What happened? Where is it? Oh, now it's fine. Excuse me? When I showed you guys it fails, but normally it's not failing? What is that? Why is my game trolling me? Is it because I started a new game? No. How did that happen? Is that a bug? Or did I do something wrong? Oh my god. I'm losing it, man. Okay, let's ignore it, I guess. What the hell? And then we have only this one. And I don't think I can finish that today. Alright, so tomorrow we should tackle that. This one is still an issue, but I don't know how to recreate it. I hope it will never happen again, but well. X-ray cam is also important. This will be hard. This is another thing where I am really not sure to make it. Not that important. Stars, whatever. So after fixing this, we might look into the X-ray to find out how much effort it would be to implement something like that. If it's too much, I will probably just jump into the dialogue system directly. Because dialogue system will be the bigger next thing I have to tackle. Dialogue system and then maybe even the nematics. So I can actually communicate some kind of story. Without this, this will not work. All right. Let's see. I never raided before, only once. So let's see if I can manage to raid someone. You guys are here. Do you guys have suggestions? Or else I will just look into the lower view count and see if I can raid someone there. See. Who we have here? Let's go to this guy, I guess. I raided him last time, so let's raid him again. Copy the name. Copy. Alright. So I developed things. Thanks for the raid again. Raiders. Thanks for... what is the word? Joining my little stream here. Hatat, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, monkey.